morning, family. This is Ricky, and welcome to Hope for Today. I want to encourage you to do your part, even if it seems insignificant and minuscule and just one little bitty piece of the puzzle that no one really sees and appreciates. Just to always do your part, because God knows how to take your little, add his power, and make it much. And I'm just here to tell you that if you just stay faithful, there's going to become that moment where God takes the little and makes it a lot because of his goodness in the earth. There's a wonderful story in Mark chapter 6, the feeding of the 5,000, where Jesus takes a boy's 2-piece fish dinner, I always say, and 5 biscuits. He had 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread, and Jesus multiplied it to feed what we think are actually 20,000 people. They only counted the men in those days, so they didn't count the women and the children. And so the Bible says, Mark chapter 6, verse 38, Jesus says, "And he said to them, 'How many loaves do you have? Go and see.' And when they had found out, they said, 5 and 2 fish. And then the Bible says he commanded everybody to sit down in groups. Jesus prays over the fish, and all of a sudden, miraculously, this 2-piece fish dinner is multiplied over and over again. And I always rejoice in this story, because the whole purpose Mark put it in there was to say that this truly is the God who meets all of our needs. That's the message. But it's just interesting. God is meeting their needs, but still was willing to use something that someone brought to the table. Like God's God, right? He spoke the universe into existence. He could have spoke this fish into existence, but even God slowed down long enough to let someone else, seemingly this insignificant boy, one of the Gospels tells us, who just so happened to pack his lunch and offer it up to Jesus. The Lord Christ was willing to use his little, add his power, and make it much. What is the lunch that you need to be packing that God may want to use? For some of you, you just need to pack hospitality. For some of you, you need to pack your faithfulness and your willingness to always show up well. For some of you, your 2-piece fish dinner is finances. You need to bring finances to God's table. For some of you, it's your intellect. For some of you, it's your talent. I don't know, but the passage is teaching us that God will provide, but often he wants to use us, even if it's a little contribution, to make it a lot. The point is this: keep doing your part and trust that God's going to use it to bless many. That's Hope for Today. I'll see you next time.